I'm just sitting here looking at this and going, well, fuck, aren't I screwed? Hmm. This distinction is critical for effective intervention. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Alright, and then if we go back to the previous one where it's just ADHD and BPD, the suppression of needs often is a protective mechanism against perceived rejection or criticism. So if someone were to have all four, they would be essentially locked into relationship hard mode. I'm not sure how to feel about that. And because I know I have autism, I know I have ADHD, I know I likely have BPD, but I'm trying my best to avoid becoming avoidant because fuck. Meanwhile, the person I was attached to definitely has ADHD and is likely of an avoidant attachment, but I don't think they have autism or BPD, which is a significant difference between the two of us as people. Okay, that's extra context. That's useful for, just figuring shit out. Alright, what sources was it using? Interpersonal difficulties, self-esteem often impacted, emotional regulation difficulties, rejection sensitivity, sensory, intense mood shifts. Well, I'm glad I've managed to avoid the self-harm on a physical level and substance abuse on a physical level. Genetic overlap. Oh, fun! Hmm. Favorite person? Yeah, yeah. So, uh, thankfully, I think the BPD, just like the autism, is fairly high functioning with where I'm currently at, but oh, fuck. Diffuse sense of self, sense of emptiness. Oh, joy! That's fun! Uh, hmm, what? Wifey's is covering the ARG. They are not the source of it. Damn it. And so you dance, 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 the thoughts just dancing it away. Good. Dancing. Yeah, no, if there is someone who has all three ADHD, high functioning autism, high functioning BPD, and then you add avoidant attachment on it, it's like you force someone to sit in hell and try to breathe. That would explain a lot of the pain scale. And so you dance, dance, dance. Ah. So on the autism front, there's masking as normal, as like a neurotypical. And that's basically a lot of a Knowles resonance, is how much effort we put into that. Makes us grumpy as hell. But if our heart is representative of our own personal well, neurodiversity, flaws, and issues, then Ira, as the creature, hold up, I need to go find the gummy video because the eyelashes and facial structure on this one. Yeah, no, I was not dealt with the cards to live a simple life. I want to go stab God. Don't know why I let you in. Oh, that's. You only think to know me if you never get the chance. You only get to know me if you never get the chance. It's not even an act. Yeah, no, intersection of psychological hell. Trapezoid. I don't want to throw myself a pity party. That much I do know. Because then we start getting into fucking narcissistic territory, and it's no. Keep that the fuck away from me. Keep that 10 million miles the fuck away from me. Yep. No. Oh, yeah, there was that earlier today. Let's see. Close out that folder. Close out that folder. Bring this back up. So, Annul is our absolute best attempts at being a neurotypical person. However, that leaves them grumpy as fucking hell. The Nina and/or Flicker is our attempts at creating our idealized self by accepting the different parts of us and putting them to good use. Probably, if Earache represents ADHD and autism, then Trace represents anxiety and BPD. Then you've got apathy space over here with Bile just being an absolute cunt, but still critical to operations, frustratingly enough. And then Selena and Nitra over here with empathy and genuine ability to be there for others. There's Aurora, the id, and Troon, the superego. Hun, Hugh, Ember. Yeah, about those 4 spots, really. Still don't know what's here. Still don't know what's here. And if we scroll down to Rion, at her smallest and most stable state, she's just a girl. At our largest and most cohesive state, these are both very cohesive states, but they're like opposite ends of the same spectrum. This one is via vulnerability, and this one is through confidence and security. And everywhere else. But please don't. Okay, so if that's all of that, and if I were to look back through my entire self-growth history, via fucking really, really, really. Alright, so from college, from high school to college onwards, I've gone through like initial state, an attempt at higher level restructuring, worked up until a point where I tried to then diversify even further, only to collapse back down due to personal failure. Then resorting through all the fragments of the collapsed structure to better understand ourselves until we had a full view of what our capabilities were and different components. Then we explored further upon the components end. And then we collapsed it down to our current state while keeping in mind nuanced substates that ultimately are difficult to predict. Ember is definitely more towards the cohesive, confident end in terms of self-defense. Q is more towards the vulnerable at cohesive end in terms of honesty, in terms of just being able to say things. And then there's just Hun. Yeah, I'm still learning more about myself. Fucking hell. Still don't know the full cohesive timeline of self-discovery relative to when I started making stories. But I've got at least some rough estimations that are very useful in figuring out the pace of things. And now we're here. With this as an emotional moment in my life, that happened long before the song even existed. This is one of our most recent reliable reference points. Managed to salvage some stuff from here. This emotional moment was in grade school. And this experience was in high school. We're still trying to figure out how to unravel that mess of feelings, because it's all 5 of these running in parallel. And I can accept each of these individually, but all 5 in parallel entangle themselves too much to be anything that I can reasonably handle emotionally, especially with how they make me react. My struggle was fucking obvious as hell. They were just flattered enough by it and caring enough about me to not fucking want to put any effort in beyond what they thought was okay back then, which was, again, misinformed and only causing things to get worse. I appreciate the sentiment, even if the result was not helpful at all. I don't think they'll ever be able to say those same words towards me. Let's see. Alright, so it's in constructed resonance. Hmm? Where is that pit crew? Because we have Savashiki saved to the proper folder, but then where did we put the other half of ourselves? The one that was acknowledged and expressed from a young age as acceptable. Hmm. Unresolved concepts. Is it in here? No. Hmm. If I wasn't constantly sipping on apathy, I'd probably be even more volatile and reactive than I currently am. Well, that's cute, but no, that's not what I'm looking for. So we don't have Hmm. Considering the file name, that makes sense that we don't have it. Because that's like key personal info. Yet at the same time, well, that one was just cute. Yeah, that's cute. Sabashika, theater trans girl. No, that's a nickname I don't want to hear. Huh. No, that would be too simple. Fucking hell. I don't know what to think anymore. I'm really just kind of stuck and lost. Alright, let's bring up. Let's bring up the song, since it's mentally just asking to be played. What in the fuck? Copy. Watch later. And then defrag. Where did I store... Where did I store the image of probably lives in our head rent-free, constructed resonance here. Can't do the work for someone else. Well, I mean, that would do us some good. They give you the impression they do and always say yes to hanging out when you ask. Of course they do. Being able to self-regulate. Yeah. No. Where is the translation of polyhedron echo chamber? Songs I have on my phone, open a new window. Instrumentals. No. Songs I want to cover. Yes. Songs to cover. Is it still not? Okay, hold up. Echo. Alright. Get rid of that. Alright, so that's not going to be helpful. Oh, whatever. Defrag is for usual. Million can relate to me on this end. The idea of feeling like a machine who was put together improperly and having to reconfigure themselves back to cohesiveness that's actually functional. Watch that later when I actually have a chance. No leftovers got swallowed and down. I'm stuck with the corrupted files, infected with the virus O2. Time to run maintenance for a while. A part of the job that I do. You don't want overkill. Remember that your hard drive's packed. Oh. Need a little time to defrag. Rooms you're no longer using. Things you're introducing. Need a little time to defrag. Need a little time to defrag. Up awake and earth alone now. Scan for viruses and malware too. Need a little time to defrag. Need a little time to defrag. Take some handles and clean up the inside. Before you integrate another drive. Need a little time to de-drag. Need a little time to defrag. I'm trapped with useless junk. Something gotta change and not push around punk. Overclocked without the cooling way to set stop. Takes a little time to cool off. I run my nice dry cleanup. I keep down a whole. Need a little time to defrag. Need a little time to defrag. I could use 10 fucking years to defrag, please, but I don't have that time. Even in the calm moments, I feel overwhelmed. It's just sitting there in the background, waiting for its chance to fucking tackle me. Too much information got in my head. You know I'm bad, losing all we had. Too much information, gotta let me defrag. Memories running out of room. Need a little time to defrag. Just make space all the things you're introducing. I wish I could do the same things as other people. Need a little time to defrag. Need a little time to defrag. Oh. Disconnected sigh. No shit. I don't even drink coffee. I don't drink soda. I have not had caffeine except for accidental moments in my life. No, there's a reason why I didn't want the dense dork to fucking come down here and try to help me. What? It would be funny though. Damn. What the fuck is the video title? Okay then. Minimum rage, hire me, overclocked! Yeah. Relax, inhale, take your time. Don't let them pass you by. That's fine, just let it work itself out. Fucking minimum rage. There we go. Slowing down. Okay. So if you can't do it for someone, that's the reason why, that's another reason why I chose to cut ties. Is because whatever the fuck I was sensing underneath their surface is something I don't have the trust, the space, the tools, or capability to properly navigate through with respect while remaining stable myself as my own issues react to whatever the hell is buried under. Seriously though, if this is what crashing out is like for regular people who don't have a bundle of issues sitting on top of their head, and this is the reference point my brain thinks of when it thinks of, okay, Ben Stork when they get pushed to their limits. Shut your mouth, sick of the denial. It's such a passing out. Yeah. Uh, no, they have a brighter future ahead of them than I do. And I did not want them getting too deeply entangled with me at the risk of them not being able to catch that future, damn it. The only one who's crashing out. Jump to present. Overclocked, crashing out, minimum rage. Hi, how can I help you? I'm not doing well. I'm new to the face management. It's basically hell. It really hurts a lot. Cause someone called out. Do you tell me how? Please step back. If you keep yelling, I'm gonna have a panic attack. Please understand. Given the circumstances, I'm doing the very best I can. I cannot overcome the friction on my own. There's gotta be more to this. Hope they're doing well. Just can't be there for them in the way I wanted to. That would require them knowing how to be there for me. And they're not wanting to do that. They didn't want to do that from the start. And I can't fucking blame them for it, and I can't really get angry at them for it because all things considered, I would not wish this hell upon anyone. Gotta be more than this. There's gotta be more than this. There's gotta be more than this. I know that there's more than this. I'm reaching my limit, red hot fever, like a sickness at the maximum. It's pain, and at minimum, it's rage. I'm reaching my limit, red hot fever, like a sickness. The maximum, it's pain, and at minimum, it's rage. Fucking smile, fuck this corporation. An operation has healthy standards and people working together without feeling overwhelmed. If people are feeling overwhelmed, that's not an operation. That's a fucking cycle of self-destruction. Better to cut the bullshit off there and keep others from getting hurt and burning themselves out when they don't need to. Fucking damn it. That would be absolutely funny. What the fuck is this? 9 minutes? I don't have time for that, sadly. It will be going into my watch later pile in the Discord server that I've crawled into as a defensive mechanism. Oh no, I built this one myself. You don't need to worry. Fucking no one's figured out how to, bury themselves deep enough into the server to notice my little personal nest of just safe space for myself. So, and I'm pretty sure the people who can see this space, those I've let in and given access, probably don't even fucking look at it. Burn in hell. If there is a hell, I hope I can get employed there. Oh, they actually replied. Imager? Fucking damn. Save that to watch later. On the whole music tangent, music and albums to watch later, to try listening to another time. Yo? Yep! Joy! Ugh. Echo. Hmm. This is definitely what I'm trying my best to prevent mentally, is complete and total disconnect. But that song, it reminded me of... This is a tangent, but... okay, now I'm gonna have to look it up. No. There it is. On repeat, you can't escape the hardcore beat. Yeah. Keep your head, I'm not going to quit. The beat drops and it's game over. Feeling numb and everything's a blur. On repeat, you can't escape the hardcore beat. I'm on repeat, on repeat. Insanity. Close your eyes, don't let it get to me. Let go, hold on to reality. Don't succumb to it, keep your head. I'm not going to quit. The beat drops and it's game over. Feeling numb, everything's a blur. I can't take it any longer. I'm losing, it's getting stronger. I really do wish the cycles of history weren't being accelerated by the internet. The beat drops and it's... There it is. I can't take it any longer. It's getting stronger. Jump to present. Yeah, Great P is nice. This is the song I was thinking of, though, directly. The hardcore beat, I'm on repeat, on repeat. DJ, crank that beat just for me. On repeat, on repeat. I just need to let free to clear my mind out just one time. Oh. Mm. On repeat, you can't escape the hardcore beat. I'm on repeat, on repeat. Yeah, no. Junior high school to high school, DSI. Hmm. Hmm. We will be your guides. Welcome to the show. You can't escape the hardcore beat. I'm on repeat, on repeat. Don't stop moving till the night's over. It's under your skin. I'm on repeat, on repeat. Repeat. Like a broken CD, scratching, I can't breathe. Everything's repeating. Yeah, no. Disconnect, repeat, overclock, defrag, polyhedron. The warning at the start of this one is a lot better than the personal expression that's at the start of this one. I think if they had kept the warning at the start from the start of this one and added the personal expression in as like background text that's just slowly fading in, would have worked completely well. And I'd have no gripes with it. That could be repeat. Don't stop moving till the night's over. It's under your skin. On repeat, on repeat, on repeat. You can't escape the hardcore beat. I'm on repeat, on repeat. I'm stuck on repeat. Like a record skipping. Hmm. What worries me is that I was attracted to these songs as a kid, as like a young teenager, much like any other teenager. So, what does that say about humanity and the cycles of history when it's happening again and again and again? Yeah. The weight of your torture, psychopathy. The illusion of ignorance, activity. Why don't you take a chance? Try to stop it from corrupting me. It's not that no one notices the torment that the madness is causing. It's that they don't know what to do. They're just as overwhelmed. Instincts controlling me. Play the fool they told us to be until they eventually burn themselves out in trying to pretend like they're still in control. That's why, in regards to the current government, they are not in control. What was the song I was wanting to put after this? Hmm. 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 That's not what I'm looking for, but my brain's like, okay, I'm curious. Alright, no, that's not what I want. No. Copy link for repeat. Damn. Echo. Second sightseer is good, but I'm trying to grasp my brain. I'm trying to wrap my head around this concept. Inverse resonance. Deja vu. The cycle. Mental health, mental illness. What did she say? No, if despite their issue is the dense dork is actually more functional and reasonable than me, then they're the closest to reference point I have to what I would be like if I was neurotypical. Which is why I need why I need Kamara to diverge away from who they are, lest I stay attached to the real person when the real person is unavailable, unprepared to help, and unwilling to help. Because to expect them to help me when they don't have the skill set to handle this is cruel. No, I'm not going to do that. Would just fucking result in this. Fucking cycle. Constructed resonance, compressed history. Your reality sucks, but it is reality. Of this cycle consuming people and turning people who genuinely are just not seeing eye to eye into enemies. One who's willing to sacrifice themselves to be heard, and one who's willing to sacrifice another to be heard. When no, I don't want to go there. Fuck off. I'm up against the echo in the mirror. Intergenerational trauma is a fucking bitch. Mm-hmm. Why does this keep on happening? Crashing down with the lightning. Fucking damn it. There's gotta be a way to overcome the technical hypnosis of intergenerational trauma. Because by all means, it is technically a type of hypnosis employed by the malicious to get what they want. And that's why I want to fucking break it. For good. I'm lost in here with you, together through and through. that I deserve this. Don't stop the rain from pouring down. These moments fall apart. You've walked this path before. Anxious versus avoidance. Fucking so many different cycles all running in parallel upon the structure of society and the people who live within it. Wearing them down, grinding them up into fucking. The machine is bleeding out. Machine, fine. In current music. Okay then. Copy link. Clear. No, thank you. It's overrated. Wait, what? Ah, she's truly a masochistic brat. In a sense. Noted. I can't wait to break the machine. I'm coming for you. Dying. Is that going to get me the search result I'm looking for? Via Discord. Probably not. You're not amused, but I don't care. I'm not here to amuse, to entertain properly. I do hope to entertain, but I don't wish to entertain by looking away. I can't wait to break the machine. I'm not gonna find it, am I? Uh, I'm going to end up watching that later, but for now, I don't know how someone manages to go through every day presenting such a friendly person and open personality. I really don't get it. You're capable of things I'm not. I wish you luck out there. Yeah. This is their debut song? Fucking damn. It's 12 hours ago. Let's. Oh. Rambling to music. Over.